Hi everyone, I'm David Delano at GetSportsStrong.com. Also check out my betting advice site at BetOnGetSportsStrong.com. Also Get Sports Strong on Facebook and Twitter. Let's get right into it. Got three things I want to cover. One, I'm just going to go over how I finished the college football season. And then next, I'm going to go 2 free picks for this NFL divisional round. And then third and final thought, I'm going to give a final thought on the Cleveland Browns 0-16 parade. First things first, phenomenal national championship game tonight. Alabama with a great comeback to win the national championship 26-23. That was an amazing game. I had made a prediction that Alabama would win 20-17 by 3 points. Now, I didn't make a play against the spread, but I did 5 units on the money line for Alabama, meaning that I finished the college football bowl season, and I have the results on my site, with an 11-8 record. Finished the college football season overall with 61 wins and 50 losses. Now that's for plays against the spread and on the over-under. We had some money line cupcake picks which didn't have as high a value, went like 24-5 on those or something like that. But basically 55%, 61-50 on the over-under, and picks against the spread, and money line picks that were less than minus 190, not anything crazy. So very successful college football season there. Now let's get to 2 free picks, my personal plays for this NFL divisional round. Last week we went 2-1 in the NFL playoffs. I had Tennessee +9. I didn't expect Tennessee to win that game outright, but I had Tennessee +9. Tennessee covered. We got off to a 1-0 start there. Second game we had the over for the Atlanta and the Los Angeles Rams. Had over 48.5. That didn't hit, so we were 1-1. And then on Sunday, I actually had a money line parlay that I had the New Orleans Saints winning and Jacksonville winning. So that combined, I needed both to win. Both did win. So got that. So 2-1 overall, but 1-1 if you're just looking at the straight up plays without combining. So for this week, first game I like, we've got the New Orleans Saints getting 4 points against the Minnesota Vikings. New Orleans Saints are a 4-point underdog. I like New Orleans here. Minnesota has some really good numbers against the spread lately, but it's tough looking at that in the playoffs. But for what it's worth, yes, the Vikings are 7-2 in their last 9 games as favorites. They've got the top-ranked overall total defense, and they're ranked second in both passing and rushing yards allowed. But the Saints defense, Saints are very well balanced as well. Saints defense is not to be slept on. New Orleans Saints led the NFC with 20 interceptions this season, and they're also third in the NFC with sacks. Then you look at overall, if it comes down to it, Minnesota will probably try to force Drew Brees to beat them, and Drew Brees can definitely beat you. I love Case Keenum. It's his first time in the playoffs. Have to go with more experience. Have to go with the Saints here. And even if the Saints lose by a field goal, if you go +4, you win the wager. So go with the New Orleans Saints +4. That's my first free play. Second play, I'm going to have to jump on the bandwagon here. And Atlanta Falcons -2.5. Even if you get it at -3. But I saw it at -2.5. Taking the Atlanta Falcons as the favorite going into Philadelphia. I heard the #1 seed has never been an underdog before, as Philadelphia finds themselves in this situation. But with Nick Foles starting, not having Carson Wentz, Atlanta, some of the numbers this season, it wasn't as good as last year. But what they did against the Rams last week, I think they're looking for redemption from last season. I like the Atlanta Falcons minus the 2.5. They've allowed only a little bit over 16 points per game in their last 6 games, and that's included games against the Panthers, that's included games against the Saints, that includes the game against the Rams last week. So my NFL plays, New Orleans Saints +4, Atlanta Falcons -2.5. Now, My last thing, my final thought. I don't really like to get into personal opinions too much. And I don't really like to let my, teams that I cheer for matter too much on here. But I'm going to give a quick little final thought here. Cleveland Browns had a parade in Cleveland to celebrate, or whatever you want to say, an 0-16 season. Now, it's really embarrassing, to be a Browns fan. I've had a lot of people ask me about the parade. And at first I was like, I don't condone the parade. That's stupid. Why would you celebrate an 0-16 season? Then I started seeing some comments from the players. I saw a comment that Obanjobi made about the real fans wouldn't be there. And no disrespect to him at all. But, I don't... The players, they do risk their bodies and everything, but this being a Browns fan thing is really, really hard. I remember the last time they won a playoff game, 1994. Bill Belichick was the coach. Vinny Testaverde was our quarterback against the New England Patriots. It was like the second or third year of my life actually paying attention to football. I was a kid. I still didn't know that much about it. I'm just learning the game, and I didn't realize what is it, 1994, 24 years later? I mean, come on. Haven't won a playoff game since. It's ridiculous. This team's a joke. 0-16, 1-31 in the last 2 seasons. And I think we lost, the last 3 the year before that? Or last 3 or 4? I don't even know. We've lost like 34 out of 35 games. So the fans, they have a right to be upset. I saw some comments LeBron James made, and I think that they were spot on. LeBron James said, F yeah. F word. Yeah, I'd be pissed. But how are you going to be pissed at the fans? It's effed up. I understand that as a player. But you've got to try to fix that shit. It could be worse. How about they just boycott a season until y'all win 2 games in a row? And he's right. Stop paying for season tickets. Stop going to see that pathetic product. It's not about being a real fan. You got to get something back. Look, love the Browns, but throw me a bone. Win a game. It's tough to... you look at what these people in the front office do. People who know more football than I'd ever forget. People with athletic ability way above me. And not even just putting this on the players. Putting it on the people who draft the players, coach the players, because you got to find the right players to be on the team. Okay? Losing every year, it's just, they're the only franchise that, without even insulting anyone, I could say, hire me and we will do better. Now, anybody else is like, come on, how are you going to say that? The Browns, if I was a GM, win at least 1 game in 2 years. And you know what? Even if we didn't, 0-32, okay, 1-31. I'll take a lot less money for it, okay? Hopefully they'll get it going in the right direction, but it's just hard. I see the fans out there. I understand that this is getting under the player's skin. Good. Let's win some games. Let's win some games. It's got to do better, Cleveland. It's got it. 1-31. That's so, you know what? I support the parade. The real fans, they can do whatever. They are real fans. Because the only Browns fans are real fans. So, anyway, let's applaud that. I agree with the Browns fans. I agree with LeBron James. Cleveland, you got to fix it. Because the product is a joke. And I know they keep turning over the staff, the players. They've been there 1 or 2 years. Hey, man, be a real fan. Look, this stuff's been going on too long. They need to fix it. And if they want to parade for 0-16, fine. If you don't like it, don't go 0-16 again. All right? Nothing personal. That's just my thought. So, like I said, New Orleans Saints +4, Atlanta Falcons -2. Check me out, Facebook, Get Sports Strong. God bless everybody in Cleveland. Let's get it together.